Hello, I'm Mario and welcome to another episode of my Parks Explorer series. Directly behind me, that's how you get over to Hastings Campground in the White Mountains National Forest. So I'm inside the boundaries of the state of Maine, pretty close to the state line for New Hampshire. And so I'm on Highway 113, or actually right against Highway 113, and pretty close to where Highway 113 and US 2 intersect. And also pretty close to the Appalachian Trail. So I'm on my bicycle, we're not hiking, I'm not going on the Appalachian Trail, and where I do want to head off to is somewhere you could drive to in a car, and so that is the Wild River Campground. So we're in Hastings Campground area now, and so we're going to exit out of there and then head over to the Wild River Campground, following a gravel road that you could drive your car on, and that's going to go adjacent to the Wild River. So I'm hoping for maybe some scenery, and I brought my big camera, so maybe I can get a couple shots for you guys. But the other thing to think about is that parallel to the Wild River, there's a hiking trail. So even though we're going to be in an area that you could access with car, you can imagine if you were on the other side of the river, you could do some hiking in there. Obviously, you can hook up with the Appalachian Trail nearby. So there's a lot of sights to see. We're not going to hit all of those, but like I said, I just want to travel out that one road. Never been there before, so let's get going. Okay, so we're here at the entrance to the Hastings Campground, and like I mentioned, we're right up against Highway 113 right here, and so back that way is US 2. We're going to be heading that direction, but we're going to make a left turn when we get over to Wild River. So then off to my left is actually Mount Hastings, and I believe it's a little over 2,000 feet, and so if you head south that direction, then you'll actually have an overlook where you can see Mount Hastings. There's a little pull out there, a little overlook viewpoint. Very cool. So I just turned on to Wild River Road, and there's parking and a trailhead to go out onto the High River Trail, I believe. So that would be parallel to the road that we're on right now, Forest Road 12. And so Forest Road 12, aka Wild River Road, is heading out to the Wild River Campground. And also on the other side of the highway there that we were just on, there's another trailhead where you can go out and loop around the Hastings Campground, and I believe there's another overlook over there. So there's a couple of things that you can see from that one spot right there. It's the middle of August 2021, and this is a Sunday, and I've seen quite a few people, quite a few cars. The parking lot's full, yet I was still able to find an access point. And well, look at this. The sun's over here, so, but yeah, pretty cool stuff. It's a little access point off the side of that road. Directly over here, that trail, the footpath trail's over on the other side of the river over there. The scenery on the road doesn't change too much, but here is another trailhead that I stumbled across, and there's actually even parking available too. Okay, well, it looks like we're coming up upon Wild River Campground, and so that really is the destination, but I still want to take a look around and see what there is in the area. And so there's trailheads. There was one not too far behind us there. I'm crossing over what I believe is the Wild River right now. And yeah, another trailhead and some parking over here on the left. And here is the pay station kiosk for camping, for overnight camping. And as I mentioned, I didn't have to use my bicycle to get out here. I could have drove, but by using the bicycle, I was able to notice certain areas that I could manage to access the river by foot, and it was just enjoyable. 5.5 miles out on this dirt road. So if I parked over at Highway 113, then this is about 5.5 miles to get to here. And then so another 5.5 back. So about the same distance to get to Hastings. Hastings, I don't know, might add another 1 mile round trip. So this area specifically right here, in order to park your car, you have to pay $5. You know, you have to pay a use fee, and you can tell if that's required by the little emblem. So a lot of the areas you can access for free with your car, but certain areas are not so. And also in this case, if you have an interagency pass for the year, like I think it's like America the Beautiful, it used to be called. I don't know, they got different names, but at any rate, if you have an annual pass to access the national parks and that sort of thing, then that can be displayed in your vehicle here, and you can park. So in the same parking area, there's an information kiosk here. It explains where you are, shows a map, shows different areas that you can park along the Wild River road. And there's also other places you can camp, meaning, so this is a place that you can drive up to and camp, but if you wanted to hike in to a tent site, you can do that from here too. Something to think about this place is, so this is a wilderness area, and so you have to be prepared. You have to be able to take care of yourself if you plan to even just hike, let alone go out and you know, camp overnight in the middle of the wilderness area. So specifically what I'm talking about is wildlife like bears and moose and so on and so forth. You got to be careful. Now, I found a tick on me from yesterday. Yesterday evening, I was sitting in my chair and noticed that there was a tick stuck on, and it didn't want to come off. Gave a little bit of a fight, but yeah, I managed to take care of that via tweezers. And so weird that I had those there, but yeah, in my first aid kit, that's part of it, having some tweezers there. And so yeah, I kept him. He's no longer living. The tick is deceased. I had to dispatch him, but I wanted to do some research, see which kind it was, and I'll keep an eye on the area that he bit me. And but I'm not too concerned about it. It wasn't there for very long, I know, because I'm continually checking for ticks and being bear aware and things like that. But anyway, I'm not here to preach. I just wanted to mention where we are. That's this type of place. It's not a visit to the restaurant. I'm not too far away from the Wild River campsite over there. Found a little footpath, followed it to get to this spot. Man, this is pretty nice. I don't see anybody else right here. You know, saw a few hikers coming in off the trail when I was in the parking area. There's definitely some people camping over there at the Wild River Campground. Man, this is I mean, this is why I like to do these sorts of things, to get out and explore. So I'm glad you guys are here with me to enjoy it and share it. And so by the way, we are in New Hampshire, and so back over that way is Mount Hastings. And so as I mentioned, it's about 5.5 miles from Highway 113. And yeah, I'm staying over there by Hastings, camping for free. And so there's all sorts of options out here. You could stay in town at a hotel and still come out and take a little day trip out this way. And I'm happy I took the bicycle. I was able to stop a couple places, take a look, found a couple flowers. It's a little late in the season for flowers, but still, you know, I saw a couple plants and a couple flowers. That was nice. Also, a couple interesting rocks when I was out by the river. And yeah, so I'm gonna check this place out. I'm gonna explore around me right here, and then I'm gonna head on back to my campsite. I just, you know, I'm pleased with this. This is really tranquil. And so yeah, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and definitely tune in for the next video. I appreciate it. Take care, guys. Bye.